Good morning. Where am I today? Well, fitness. This is the gym I used to train in when I was training before. I was training very serious here. They have a walk a bit, get the blood moving. One thing I did is I stopped eating so much cake. Except yesterday, if you look at the video from yesterday, went to Country Hotel over there, and they had an amazing pastry selection. So I weakened. But overall, I've lost some weight already just by not eating junk so much. Get the heart and lungs working, get the blood moving so that I can do some training. I went to visit my friend a couple weeks ago, and he tested my blood pressure for me. And my blood pressure was at 122 over 80. So I'm still happy with that. 60 years old, no medicine, good blood pressure. Okay, so finished walking, a bit sweaty with the AC on still, which is good, got everything moving. I did a light set of flat dumbbells just to try to get this area of the socket and joints all warmed up. Then I came over here, I haven't used this machine in a long time, and I kind of like it. So I warmed up here, a little tight in the shoulder, a little tight in the tricep, but it's okay now. So this is my first set. Ready? So, some people get excited about when you do shoulder press, how to sit and everything, but what I like to do is I sit and sort of arch my back just a little bit and then press up. And obviously the more you put your arm back, the more you move through the deltoid. So I try to keep it like right angles, so it's parallel with my body, so that you hit the center deltoid. So the front, a little bit of the front, a little bit of the back, and the main part of the deltoid is working. Because when you do bench press, the front deltoid works a lot. When you do back, the back deltoid works. So, and as far as going up to the top, the difference between this and this is minimal. I'm not competing, so, but also this isn't high enough for me to go much higher because I'm taller. And the chair is as far down as it can go. So that's as high up as I can go. So for all the critics who watch this chair won't go down and this is too high, too low. Okay, so I'm going to do another set, go one plate heavier and see what happens. So I think that was good feeling, no pain anywhere. So I'm not going to go any heavier. Okay, so same weight. This back here got a little bit tight on that last one, so I'm not going to go heavier. I'm just going to stay right here. I don't know why, but ever since I was 20 something, I was fascinated with how people in their older years, how they stay healthy. And I used to ask people, what's your secret? And none of them really had an answer, but the main thing that I think the common denominator was they were busy. They kept their mind positive and focused and busy, and they used their body. The body's meant to be used. When it just sits around, it's like a car, when it sits around, it rusts, falls apart. Same with the body. So if you don't use it, you lose it. So here we go, last set. Oh, 8. I'm happy with 8. Actually, I'm gonna go real light and just do a few more, just to pump some blood in. Okay. Woo. Shoulders done. Okay, so move from shoulders. I'm gonna do some light chest. I like dumbbells. I don't know why. I got long arms, so dumbbells aren't. I don't know why. I just prefer them. Anyway, I just did one set on 35. I've got some 40 pounds, not 40 kilo dumbbells here. So I'll just do one set. See how I go. That was pretty easy. So, get some more weight, have a little rest, and come back. I'm trying to be calm, because I get excited when I start training. No shouting and screaming, please. So that's 10, I think, with 45 pounds, which is about 22 kilos. I'm sure I'll be stiff tomorrow or the next day, but it's okay. Still in the gym at my age, I'm very, very happy. So this one I'm going to go a little slower, better form, concentrate on my breathing a bit more, see what happens. Only 9, but it felt good. Okay, so I'm going to do some back now. There's no rowing machine in here, so I can't do any rowing for the thickness of the back. But I just have this pull down machine. It's actually quite a good pull down machine considering. But so I'm going to do pull downs, but I'm going to lean back a little bit. No rocking, so I can't cheat. But the idea is to try to do pull downs so you get the outside of the lats, but try to lean back a little bit so you get the middle of the back and keep the thickness. I'm not interested in getting any wider. It's already hard finding clothes now. So I'll lean back a little bit and just keep my elbows up so I can put the load in the middle of my back and go for there. There we go. Okay, good warm up. No spiders anywhere. Time to get busy. So this is my first set. That felt very good. I think I'll go one more plate. Oh, good. I'm gonna just, I think I'll do 2 more. Go heavier on the next one, and then go down 2. When I was training 2 years ago before I stopped, I built myself up to the whole stack except for 2 or 3, depending on how I felt, with good form. That's crazy. Amazing how the muscle, muscle apathy was, you don't use the muscle, it falls apart. So the muscle is only there because you use it. And here's one for the people with osteoporosis. If you want to get osteoporosis, you don't need medicine. Work the muscle. When you work the muscle, the chemistry set inside says grow muscle tissue and the bone will grow. I'm not a doctor, but do your research. If you don't use it, it falls apart. So you use the muscle, the bone gets stronger. It puts more calcium to the, if you look at a picture of somebody with osteoporosis, look at the bone, it looks like a spider's web, but in a cone. So when you use the muscle, the calcium will go inside the spider's web and build it till it becomes a solid structure. So do your research. I only learned this stuff from years and years of studying. I'm not a PhD, no doctor, nothing. I just doctor of common sense. You can't expect a car that sits in the driveway and never used to run at 100 miles an hour and never break. So if you want a body that works, work it. That's how the architect designed it. So, okay, this is second to last set. So I'll do as many as I can with good form, and then I'll go lighter on the next one. So if you watch closely, you see I cheated a little bit there because I'm on the edge of the weight I can use and keep my form. So the idea is to try to keep your form the best you can, but I cheat just a little bit just to keep moving. So for this one, so the idea was I go heavy to the point of failure, but trying to keep going. And that's what tears the tissue, muscle tissue, so when the tissue grows back, it's bigger and stronger. So that's why you get sore after weight training, or digging the garden in spring. You get sore because you tear the muscle tissue, and when it grows back stronger. It's a micro trauma, which is little tiny tears in the tissue. That's the soreness, but when it heals, the protein goes back and the muscle grows. Whew. I think I need a drink. Okay, last set. I took one plate off to make it just a little bit lighter. That's about almost half, I think about half the stack. Okay, last set. One more. So it's a balance between too much and not enough. I always lean towards too much, just the way my mind works. But I just have to remember, and one of the things I said about a triangle, what I'm bad for is resting, sitting still. So I learned in my older years, if you sit still a little bit more, that gives your body time to heal, the tissue time to heal. So, triceps. My hands are about shoulders width apart, elbows in, and isolate the tricep. Tri, 3 muscles, bi, 2 muscles. So I'm going to exercise the back of my arms. Try to keep the elbows in a little bit. It's like hard to explain how to get into the right position, but it's more of a feeling. Oh, I can feel that. A little bit of a burn. Okay, I'll keep the weight the same. Let's try to slow down a little bit on the next one. Okay, last set. Last set. Let's see if I can go a little bit slower. That's it. On tricep. Let's go. First set. I have to go a little bit heavy here because there's the weights missing, but I'll see what I can do with it. So stand about shoulder width, lock your body, and go. So I went a little bit fast there. That's my first set. But when you come up to the top, you can rotate your arm a little bit. So when you go down, try to go down a little bit slower. That was my first set. So come up pretty fast and let it go down pretty fast. But the more you control it, you get the negative effect. I wouldn't do it in the early stages because it'll hurt. Your muscles will be sore. So they contract up. The muscle goes in to, like, if you have a small straw and a big straw that pulls itself in, that's how the muscle works. So it comes up, but if you let it down slower, then it can work under load going down too. So, okay, that was good. Whew. Okay, number 3, here we go. Had a little rest there, so I had a little bit more energy. Done. Okay, hope you enjoyed. I think that's the 3rd time I've been training since I've been back. So we'll see what happens. Try to eat well. Sound mind, sound body. So if you have bad thoughts, correct your thoughts. That's a form of meditation. Correct your thoughts. Work your body a little bit, eat good food, rest, love yourself and somebody, stay healthy.